Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Students are joining. Just check whether the screen is visible. Hello.
Yes.
Hello. Now, whether I'm audible?
Yes, ma'am. We can hear you.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. We can hear you.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
And whether the slide is visible?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Here,
Yes, ma'am.
today we'll start with the discussion on impact of e-commerce on government. So as I rightly said in the introduction, basically IRCTC, that is Indian Railways, okay, introduced this concept in 2002 of online ticket booking, that is iTicket, as we know. Okay, and initially it was very difficult. Now, usually if you see lower middle class or middle class is the segment, okay, and to some extent the upper class who travel by train. So initially it became very difficult for the people, for the masses to get accustomed to this e-ticket booking system. So it took time for people to get accustomed or to get used to online ticket booking system. So this was the first and foremost pioneers, wherein we can say that the e-commerce was introduced into the government sector in 2002. Okay, it was much more introduced into the private sector, but as far as the government sector is considered, maybe the last 5 6 years, if you see for the last 5 to 6 years, it has been much more drastic penetration of e-commerce into all the government sectors today. If you take into consideration the public transport, state transports, okay, uh, you can book the ticket in this public transport. If you consider air travel, okay, you can even trace, you can get any information about any public transport, the railways, the airways, with the help of any portal or just going to their websites. It has become much more handy and convenient nowadays. Now government has played a very important role in this, specifically for the last 3 4 years since demonetization came into picture. E-commerce has penetrated more, you can say, because of the government policies or government initiatives which has given boost to this e-commerce. Now, what are the important factors for the penetration? What are the important criterias for this e-commerce penetration? If the government says go for demonetization, whether only that thing will work if they come up with the policy? What is the prerequisite for the e-commerce into any field? Hello? Hello?
Ma'am, didn't get the question.
You did not get the question.
To
See,
start the.
let me
if
just
I,
ask
yeah,
you the
sure.
question. Okay, what is the prerequisite? अभी गवर्नमेंट ने बोल दिया कि डिमोनेटाइजेशन है, अच्छा कि सब जगह शुरू कर दो, आप ई कॉमर्स को आने दो, बट व्हाट इज द प्री रिक्विजिट ये ई कॉमर्स के लिए? मे बी प्राइवेट में भी गवर्नमेंट कहीं पे भी जाए तो क्या जरूरी है? व्हाट इज इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर दिस?
I think setting up the infrastructure for technical things.
यस यस, वेरी ट्रू, सेटिंग अप द इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर. ये इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर यानी क्या आएगा इसमें?
इसमें एम्प्लॉयज भी आएंगे, प्लस द टेक्निकल एम्प्लॉयज, प्लस इंटरनेट, प्लस
system
सिस्टम. या
सिस्टम इन व्हाट सेंस यू आर स्पीकिंग? कौन सा
like
सिस्टम?
like the website.
Very true, very true. So here you should have some user interface, no, linking between this technology. Okay, government has come up with the policies, that is okay, but uske liye jo infrastructure, rightly as Dipali you said, jo infrastructure chahiye, it is again the government role, isn't it?
Yes.
अभी जितना पेनिट्रेशन, ओके, इट्स इन द अर्बन सेक्टर, उतना ही रूरल में हुआ है क्या, एज फार एज इंडिया इज कंसिडर्ड?
No.
व्हाट डू यू फील? कभी आपके इसमें ख्याल आया है कि व्हाट अबाउट द रूरल पेनिट्रेशन?
मैम हुआ है, लेकिन इतना नहीं, नॉट एट दैट लेवल.
उतना नहीं, लेकिन व्हाट माइट बी द रीजन इसका?
Technical difficulties approaching the people.
Yeah, that is one thing. Now second things, though government has tried, जैसे हम अभी ग्राम पंचायत बोल रहे हैं, जैसे मैंने एक एग्जांपल यहाँ पे लिया है, okay, government has taken the efforts, we can say that government is trying hard, but again it's the psychology of the people, because getting accustomed or learning new things, okay, this change, adaptability, it's not that easy. Convincing the people, many of them have that fear factor that maybe हमको नहीं आएगा, it's not possible for us. Education. So here the two important prerequisite is the infrastructure, जैसे आपने बोला, and second is the willingness of the public. Okay, जैसे अभी रेलवेज का क्या हुआ, मैंडेटरी हो गया, okay, मैंडेटरी करना है. और अभी अगर आप देखोगे तो in many of these sectors, okay, you get the answer that it's very easy, ये तो बहुत ही आसान है, you will get it, you may get a copy, anything, okay, but still there is a mass or there is a segment which is not that much comfortable because of maybe awareness नहीं है उनमें. Rural area, urban area, totally it is everywhere, it is e-governance. So when we say the entering of e-commerce into the government, we say it's a e-governance. Now here if you take into consideration this government e-marketplace, so here the Indian government under the portfolio of finance ministry has approved the creation of a government e-marketplace through the Department of Directorate General Supply and Disposal for government purchases. With the e-commerce marketplace platforms that the government can easily make online purchases. जो भी purchases है, maybe up to 50,000, they can make it online. Now, who all are included in this? Those who are under the purview of e-governance. When I say government e-marketplace, specifically I am speaking of the customers, the ecosystem with respect to government entity. Okay, understand this. Now, apart from this, if you see in day-to-day life, if you take any of this government departments, मैंने थोड़े ही लिए example के लिए, you can include much more. Like if you take the postal department, maybe you need some information. If you have some FDs, if you have recurring deposits, if you have invested, okay, you can pay it online visiting the website. In case of telephone exchange, okay, telephone exchange, it has become very handy. You can pay the bills. You can seek the information. आपका प्रीपेड है, पोस्टपेड है, ओके, तो under the government entity, you just get the information at a click of the button. About electricity also the same thing. If you have to pay the bills, it is easy. If you have some queries to address, okay, it has become much more convenient. In case of banking sector, again, this is the facility. अगर आपका savings account है, if you have any loans, if you have again fixed deposits, if you have some insurance, loans, any sort of services related to banking, okay, they have their own website. You have the portals as far as the banks are considered today. Now, all those banks under the government sector, okay, now all the banks, they work, though we say the private, या फिर ये उनके कुछ norms है, okay, few of them they come into the public sector, the others into the private sector. Those who are into the government sector, okay, they also provide you all the information at the click of the button or maybe through this internet. Water supply, okay, these are the basic necessities, few of the examples in day-to-day life which I have linked with. Now here the tools which you require for this, maybe you may be using a laptop, you may be using a PC, you may be using a tab, you may be using a mobile handset, anything whatever you use, okay, this is an interface. Second is the service provider. दोनों ही चाहिए ना, एक होके चलेगा क्या? No. So here you need both of them. There should be compatibility. Then only the things will work. Now here, today if you see, you visit any government offices also, when we say it's e-governance, there is penetration of e-commerce into all of the government departments. Maybe you might have visited, some of you. Recently, whether anybody of you have come across the e-governance into any of the government departments? Hello?
No, ma'am.
No.
No, ma'am, not this year
अच्छा.
at least.
ओके ओके. अभी कुछ स्टूडेंट्स ने, मे बी आपने फॉर्म्स भरे अभी, isn't it? EBC के फॉर्म्स भरे.
Yes.
आपने मे बी बैंक अकाउंट किया होगा, आधार शेयरिंग किया होगा. एवरीथिंग इज बिकॉज ऑफ दिस e-commerce, isn't it? It has become much more convenient and easy. किया है क्या स्टूडेंट्स ने फॉर्म फिल, स्कॉलरशिप फॉर्म्स? ओके. So here, if you consider the home department, like आपका पुलिस स्टेशन है, तो वहां पे भी आपको ट्रेस हो जाता है immediately with the help of handy tools. रेवेन्यू डिपार्टमेंट है, इनकम टैक्स है. अभी इनकम टैक्स में भी ऑनलाइन भी आप पे कर सकते हो. नो नीड फॉर द पीपल टू वेट इन द लॉन्ग क्यूज like we used to have in the previous days. Now no. Revenue department, again there is the same thing. आधार के लिए है, अभी ऑनलाइन पोर्टल रहता है, isn't it? Easily you can take the help of this. आपको पासपोर्ट निकालना है, ऑनलाइन फॉर्मेलिटीज थोड़े बहुत तो हो सकते हैं उसमें. What about the social welfare department? Even the social welfare department जो है, it also works on this e-platform. जैसे मैंने कहा, coming on to the rural areas like ग्राम पंचायत, तो उसमें भी आता है, जैसे इन द रूरल एरिया यू हैव द डिफरेंट kiosks which give you the information. Now again you have the Mahila e-hat, like woman, now here Government of India under the Ministry of Women and Child Welfare Department launched an e-commerce portal. Okay, जो भी women entrepreneurs है, for them this is a specially designed Mahila e-hat platform, wherein those women entrepreneurs, they can sell the products on this portal. They get the bulk orders also from government or from the private sector also. Now here one of the important thing is that FDI, foreign direct investment in e-commerce model. Okay, it's allowed 100% only in B2B model, and not 100% it is not allowed into B2C model. That is one of the important thing. Now again the government is thinking of different, coming up with the policies for the e-commerce in B2C category. Now next part is agriculture, like government support in agricultural terms or the agriculture sector. Government has started innovative schemes for farmers also. Now like Kisan knowledge management systems, where farmers' queries are solved in their local languages. National Agricultural Market, or it is also known as ENAM, a trading platform which is well connected with all the APMC across India. Or M-Kisan, with the help of this portal, farmers get information on livestock, weather forecasting, prices of primary cost. Seednet Indian portal. This portal gives you information about the quality of seeds and provides guidance on how to select best quality seeds. Now there is tremendous scope in agriculture also. These are just, I have given you the glimpses of what all could be the points. Okay, so you can have much more than this. There is also e-payment mode. Suppose a farmer is there, a simple example, a farmer is there, he's having a sugar cane. So on the e-portal, he gets to know about the sugar cane, okay, which he has carried on or given it to the sugar factory. How much was this? What was the amount? When the first payment came, when the second payment came, all the basis of this e-commerce, they get to know all the information. So this is about the impact of e-commerce on government. As I said, it's a very broad area. So any part you can take into this. And as I said, the scope of this subject is very wide. Okay. So you can include even the healthcare departments. Okay. Government healthcare departments, the blood banks, the laboratories, everything comes into this. So what is the benefit of this e-commerce into this government sector? So here one very important thing is the processes are very quick, isn't it? There is no lengthy queues, no waiting time. Since people have been replaced by the machines, or the process is much more quick. There is no necessity of physical presence when the document can reach with the mode of e-commerce. So that's why the process is quick. The process is quick, and that's why you will require less time. There is no need to invest more of the time which you used to have in the previous era, previous decade, you can say. Standardization. Now, what is the standardization? E-commerce has brought the standardization in the products, in the processes, especially in the pricing strategies. Once the portal is on, it's open to everybody. There will not be any bias. the information would be same and open to everybody, irrespective of competition in the market. So here, especially in the government sector, where the purchases are made on the basis of bidding. Okay, in that case, this standardization matters more. And this standardization give rise to another thing, that is transparency. Transparency in purchases, transparency in processes, transparencies as the pricing strategy is considered, uh, right to information we have. So the things become much more transparent to the open to the public. There is no middleman. No middleman. That means curbing of one very important factor. What is that? Into the government sector. Yes. What was the reason of demonetization? Hello.
The corruption.
Why? Yeah. So government took the decision of demonetization. One of the basic factor was corruption. So here when I say there is no middleman, it relates to the corruption. That is one of the factor. Since you are paying it online, okay, we cannot say that it is totally erased today, but to some extent it has come down. Maybe more than 50-60% because of demonetization and because of e-governments and standard procedures are adapted and because of the transparency in the processes. There is direct access to the information. Nothing is hidden. That was the motive behind this e-governance. Now, if you want any information, okay, if you want to make yourself aware, you can just go to any of the portals on the government website. You will get all the necessary information. Previously, maybe you had to visit that place, catch hold of a person in the government sector, and then he used to say, wait, then he used to share the information. That too, maybe we don't know whether it was reliable or not. That was the question. But today, it's not the case. Since each and every thing is transparent and the information is available online, so we have the direct access. So this is about the impact of e-commerce on the government. Now, this is from my side. If anybody wants to add up to this, in the previous session, I had told you that maybe we will discuss this. I want even students to contribute.
Yeah, one point, ma'am, I wanted to mention where you started with what all we need to start this.
Yes, yes.
So there also education, I think, can be also considered. If people are not educated, they will have the fear to use this
Very true. And
technology.
that is the reason it's not penetrating to that extent in the rural areas.
Rural area, yeah.
That is one of the reason. Okay, Deepali, apart from Deepali, anybody can share?
Yes, ma'am. On this Mahila Hath point,
Huh.
I think I'm not aware about this particular activity, which is
Okay.
happening in the India. So I
Okay.
think the more information should be provided to the rural area also, so
Very
that
true.
the women can aware, like
Yeah,
in small cities.
very true.
So this will help them also, because if people, I mean, those women who are using and they are aware that they can avail this service or they can use the internet, those people, I mean, those women also, I mean, those women only will be able to use this.
Yes. Now, this is the Department of Social Welfare, okay?
Yeah.
Social welfare, which is there in the rural
NGO.
areas, where they have their own organizations which work under the Gram Panchayat. The government gives them the training. They have their own set of people appointed. The government appoints the officials, government officials who take care that, who see to it that they train these people, these ladies, about the new portals. But still, it's a long way to go. It depends upon how much is the youth contributors in this. Okay. Now, what I was expecting, Dipali, very nice point. But even from the others, that apart from whatever points I stated, okay, any other point which you would like to share? Since this is not something, like theory based topic, okay, this is generalized topic. Okay, if not now, maybe in the next sessions we can think of. Now we go on to the next part. Here also I think the points are, if you have a look at the points, it's generalized, very common, okay, and much more simpler. The impact of e-commerce on customers. Now, how many of you have purchased on the internet? Most of you, I think that should be the answer, isn't it? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what was the reason? Now, maybe through Amazon you might have purchased.
Yes, ma'am. Easy way, madam.
इजी वे, फ्लिपकार्ट रहेगा आपका, स्नैपडील रहेगा, अमेजोन रहेगा, कुछ भी रहेगा. ओके, इजी वे, व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय दिस इजी वे?
We save our time, like not going.
Yeah, one of the point which I have mentioned, okay. See, that is what I have mentioned, that you save the time.
Cost also, ma'am.
Cost also.
We
Now,
get
even that point is mentioned. See, maybe the points जो आपके मन में है वो भी मेरे यहाँ पे है. Now here when I say save times, क्यों टाइम सेव करना है? बेसिकली शॉपिंग अच्छा लगता है सबको. there may be very few people those who don't like shopping, isn't it? Now, as in the introductory sessions I had said today, people don't have much time, few of them, okay. People don't have time to move around to shop. So this is, as you rightly said, it is one of the convenient option है. घर पे बैठ के आप देख सकते हैं portals, यहाँ वहाँ you can browse, okay. That is one thing. It gives you an idea of अभी जैसे ये point है कि wide choice of availability there is, okay. You move from one portal, okay, see what all is there, you move to the other. Amazon देख लिया, अभी मैं स्नैपडील पे जाऊंगी, फ्लिपकार्ट पे जाऊंगी, महिंद्रा पे जाऊंगी, कहीं पे भी जाऊंगी, okay. So here again, what are the varieties which are available? Any product category, if you see, maybe electronic gadgets, yeah, anything, okay. So wide choice is available here. That is one thing wherein the people think of. Second thing, as you rightly said, the convenience in shopping. Convenience in the sense, maybe you sit at home, you sit in the office, just you browse anytime, 24/7. That is convenience. It saves times, as you rightly said. Maybe physically you don't go to the shops one to other, यहीं पे आपको मिल जाता है. That is one thing. Fourth reason is because of internet penetration. The more infrastructure development, the internet is penetrating, these gadgets are penetrating. That is one of the reasons. Now, when you say low cost, hey, because there is no intermediary in this, the price is passed on to the end customers. Availability of information. Now here, if you just move through this browse, okay, you get all the information on what website, which products are available, what would be the quality. You even get to know the reviews of it also. Maybe somebody has purchased and he has given the review that this product, ye lo, अच्छा है या तो ये मत लो, it's not up to the mark. So you get to know the availability of information. Even the easy comparison could be done in the product category if you go to one and the other one, okay. Even the global market, one can browse the global market. आप यहाँ पे बैठे हो और foreign nation में कहीं पे भी the product is there, okay. You get to know about the different variety, the pricing strategies, the channel through which you will get it, the time at which you will get the product. Everything is Every information is available. Any segment, any category of product यहाँ पे आता है. Now again, if you have any complaints, any grievances, even today the companies are taking the cognizance of this customer complaints. So if you have any customer grievance, तो वो वापस मिल जाता है. Now this has proved the customer grievance as a marketing tool also. You might have watched the advertisements initially. अच्छा नहीं लगे तो you have a option that आप return कर सकते हो. It's so simple, isn't it? That was the mantra for advertising.
Yes.
Now here, what is the roadblock in this? One thing is trust and safety. Now, this is one of the area, the gray zone. Okay, no doubt people are today transacting, they are exchanging the goods, e-payments are being done, but still somewhere, when we think, when it comes to payment and the figures, okay, if it is on the higher side, then maybe a person is not totally, he does not trust, or reliability is a question mark, isn't it? What do you feel? How many percent of the people, okay, जहाँ तक पैसे का सवाल है, if I want to purchase a product of 50,000, online करना चाहिए?
No.
No. Okay. So here, when more amount is involved, then this factor, isn't it? We start thinking, 1,000 है, 2,000 है, even 10,000. It depends upon the person. Okay. They start thinking when more amount is there, it's better we physically check. Here there is a safety issue. So this is one of the roadblock for the companies which they are facing the challenge. Now this was about the impact of e-commerce on customers. Now, do you feel there is any other roadblock in this? Roadblock means whether there is any disadvantage of e-commerce for the customers. We all have seen all the advantages. Okay, safety and trust, I said this is one of the limitations. So apart from this, do you feel there is any other limitation? No or yes? Many a times, it happens that the customers embrace the concept of marketing myopia. What is marketing myopia? Maybe we have studied in marketing that you place an order. Okay, you have not physically seen the product. आप images देखते हो, okay, and you place the order. You have not touched the product. You have not sensed the product, and when it is delivered at your doorstep, many a times it has happened that थोड़ा फ्लेवर में चेंज है, कलर में चेंज है, डायमेंशंस में चेंज है, isn't it? So unless and until the product is delivered to you and you get a glance of it, okay, तब तक the customer is on the hold. There is uncertainty because of this factor. So that is one of the limitation, that if the customer is satisfied, then fine, or delighted, fine. But if the things are not according to what the customer had perceived, then it becomes problematic. Then this experience may affect the further transactions. Okay, that was one of the limitation. Any doubts here?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Whether the slide is visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we move on to the next part, that is mobile commerce. Now here, what is this mobile commerce? We say, we use the term mobile. What is mobile? Do you have mobile handset? We say, we use this term, isn't it? Very often. Where is my mobile? Where is your mobile? What is this mobile? Mobile.
Ma'am, on daily basis, we are using just to connecting people and surfing on Google. And
Yes, very true. But mobile, I was asking, mobile क्यों बोलते हैं उसको? Any idea? We use this term, no? Isn't it? As you said, you are telling me the application, isn't it?
It is handy.
It's handy. Yeah, you can say the mobility is one of the key factors in this, isn't it? Wherever you go, it's handy, you can carry it. That is mobility. And that's why we say it's a mobile. And what is mobile commerce then? When we conduct the businesses or we enter into the trade with the help of this mobile or tool, mobility tool, it is called as the mobile commerce. When we apply this mobile into business, your trade, transactions, then we say it's a mobile commerce. So businesses that embrace the idea of mobile information, okay, they come into the purview of this mobile commerce. Now here, one of the important benefit of it is that one can access it from anywhere and at any time to gain certain information, to avail the services. The applications are very much useful. You use mobile phones for communication, isn't it? एक आप call करना है, maybe you want to text the messages, you want to give some messages. That is a personal usage. But when you think of business, what are the business applications? You might be using it. You might have downloaded many apps, isn't it? जैसे banking का है, financial service providers है. You get the message as soon as in your bank account, okay, amount जमा हो गई, message आ गया, withdrawn, amount withdrawn, again the message is there. So here you get to know the services. Suppose if you have an appointment with the doctor, you get the message, you get the mail, isn't it? So we say it's very handy, it's very convenient. It's a new intermediary channel. Like we have the traditional channels or modes in between the product and the end customer, like that. This has been a new evolving intermediary channel between the producer or the service provider and the end customers. Now here we are speaking in terms of business applications. It is about the explosion of applications and services that are becoming accessible from internet-enabled mobile devices. It involves new technologies, services, and business models also. There are many applications. Now, when I say there are different applications, you can just download much more business apps also upon this. The transactions or the exchanges takes place. That is just now I said that आपको अगर किसी भी portal पे जाना है, you want to order it, you want to just select the product, you want to purchase the product, okay, the transaction or the exchange mode takes place with the help of these tools. Now when we say we want to go for mobile shopping, okay, mobile shopping करना है, that means you just browse through different websites, you try to search, you try to search for the products what you are looking for, you compare the products, the contents, the dimensions, maybe the color, the textures. If it's a electronic gadgets, maybe you compare the technology, whether something new is there, what is the USP, and then you go for the decision making part. Second thing is advertising. Through your mobile, one can think of advertising, that is the promotional part. Functions of promotion, when we say functions of promotion, is its aim or objective is to create awareness or to just give the information to the customers or the consumers about a particular product or a service. Whether you have received messages on your mobiles regarding new product introduction or new schemes introduced, maybe from the banking sector, from the insurance, from any of the showrooms wherein you have dropped, that is personalized advertising, personalization. Second thing, maybe if you have come up with the new schemes, so the marketer tries to arouse interest of the customers. If anybody interested, they can just click and they get the details. What is the new scheme? What is the new product? What changes they have made in the existing product? That is what is creating the desire or interest of the customers. Then the next part, if you see the promotional part, that is suppose the discounts are availed. If the discounts are given, if there is some sale, some offer is going on. Okay, so that is attracting the end customers towards that product, towards the company through personalized messages. Now, these are all the functions. It is also known as the AIDA model. Okay, so this is one of the important model of advertising, which relates to the functions of promotion of the product or promotion of the services. Apart from this, you have mobile banking. If you download the app of your bank, immediately you come to know the current status. Maybe after savings account, any of the services which you are availing from this banking, e-transactions which you make, the payments which you make is through this mobile, connecting to this mobile. Maybe आपके credit card रहेंगे, आपके debit cards रहेंगे, isn't it? So that is with respect to mobile payments. Now portals, when I say portals or mobile apps, आपके यहाँ पे रहते हैं. डाउनलोड किया है किसी ने कोई portals या apps? We are speaking in terms of e-transactions or business from the commercial point of view. Here, wherein you can place the orders, wherein you can book the products or avail the services. So these are very much handy and available. Now here we move on to the, now here any doubts as far as mobile commerce is considered? I think this part is much easier. We go on to the next part, that is social commerce. Social, what is being social? We say that person is very much social, extrovert, social. These are the words. We people like to be a part of society. We cannot live aloof. Now here, this is an element of e-commerce. That is, through socializing, okay, by using these social networks or this online media, embracing the e-commerce or e-business activity. That is what it means. Here, within the purview of this social platform, the transactions are carried out with the help of this social networking. Since it's a easy connect, it's easy reach to the society, people come together and the transaction takes place, the business takes place through this. That is what is social commerce. This is the new recent mantra. The world of network works. Now here, when we say the people come together, they make use of this networking to penetrate the product or the services into the market. Now, this social business originally meant for social cause or profit. Now here it was, the profit was not the motive initially. Okay, but the betterment of society or welfare of the society was the main aim or objective, where profits gained were distributed to the weaker sections of the society. Today, it's a business with people with the help of digitization, we can say. The digital tools serve as a bridge in between the businesses and the masses. Now here one of the definitions which IBM has said, that social business is about moving beyond the social media tools to unlock the potential of the people and gain a competitive advantage. With the help of networking tools, companies are evolving their business processes, building stronger relationships among their employees, customers, and business partners, and making better decisions, and that too much quicker or much faster. So here when we say the social, it's related to connectedness with people or collaboration of people, or when people come together for the purpose of business, then we say it's a social business. Now an organization which puts in place the strategies, technologies and processes to systematically engage all the individuals of its ecosystem. Now, who are those individuals of its ecosystems? Like employees, customers, partners, suppliers, to maximize co-created values. That is what is the social enterprise. So when the emphasis on relationship building, we say it's a network organization model, that is the social commerce. Now here, any person easily, if he starts the business with the help of this digitization or networking sites, okay, easily they come to know about the reviews of the availed goods or services. Once they use, they can share very easily, very quicker. It also allows for comparison with the other brands. Since you are a member, a person is a member of this social commerce or social networking sites, there is faster pace of communication. So here when we say that the business, okay, or a manufacturer start the business to gain profits by satisfying the society, it's a social commerce. Now social business enterprise, next in the next session we will see what is this social business enterprises and more about social networking websites. Okay. Today we will stop here. Any doubts up till here?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.